Hello, welcome to Invictus Motors. My name is Basheer Zaheer. Today we've got another Tesla Model 3, the Long Range Performance Edition, and I'll just guide you through this Performance Edition, what the key spec differences are, both from performance, what the spec is like, and what are the kind of things that are different about Performance Edition as opposed to getting the standard Model 3 Long Range. Before I can get into the ins and out of this review, don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and wanted to say a massive thanks in advance for watching our videos, because we make money through our YouTube channel, which we donate to a UK registered charity. Currently, they are building a school alongside always building wells in Afghanistan. So just wanted to say a massive thanks in advance. And lastly, 97% of our viewers on this channel are not subscribed, so please don't forget to press that subscribe button. It will help us massively to continue producing content like this and making money for a good cause. So what are the differences between a Model 3 long range standard sort of a Model 3 and a Performance Edition? Well, firstly, aesthetically, on the Performance Edition you get these beautiful 20-inch Performance Edition alloys, which I think complements this Tesla Model 3 Long Range Performance Edition extremely well. That is a long name, a long title. Additionally, the trim levels are very different on the various Model 3s. I mean, you've got them in the standard two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, you've got them in the standard range, the plus range, and then obviously the long range. This, for a Performance Edition, has got the highest trim level possible. It's the four-wheel drive. This is obviously the performance package. This is the whole point of this review. And on the inside, it is jam-packed with spec. But at the same time, on the Performance Edition, there's quite a bit of spec that comes in as standard, like the side folding electric door mirrors. You've got 4 cameras onto the outside of the vehicle, one to the passenger side, another to the driver's side, one that is the central camera facing the front, and one is by the boot lid. And then you've got front and rear parking sensors. Also, you've got the autopilot as standard provided in the Model 3 Performance Edition. Now, the power is where you get a huge surge in terms of a difference. The battery layout is slightly different on the Performance Edition as well, alongside the fact it's got a dual motor, and the performance goes from a Model 3 long range where it's going to give you 302 brake horsepower. The Performance Edition will give you 483 bhp, and the torque also increases in the Performance Edition to 360 Newton meters of torque, and the 0 to 60 times are reduced by over 1.2 or 1.3 seconds, depending on where you're looking at these figures. In the standard Model 3, you're looking at 4.5 seconds for the 0 to 62 times. In the Performance Edition, you're looking at as low as 3.1 seconds. But let's get into the inside of this vehicle, show you a little bit about why in an electric car you get so much space offered to you, and what do you expect on the inside of an electric car. So let's get into it. We'll work our way through this car, starting from the front. Well, you don't have an engine here because it's an electric car, so everything is basically underneath, built on one platform. You get a nice boot space at the front to kind of keep your trainers, gym bags, etc, etc. Now, going over from the passenger side seat, you're immediately welcomed by this very clear-cut, very neat layout on this inside. I mean, starting from the leather wrapped steering wheel, the extended leather seats which are heated, and they've also got lumbar support as well as something around 12-way adjustability. And you've also got heated seats on the rear. We're going to talk a little bit more about the entertainment system later, because this is just to kind of illustrate all the space you get in this. And now onto the back. I mean, this is definitely by far the most amount of space that I've ever come across in a saloon car like this. And guess what? It's electric and it's very comfortable. To the back, you get a very massive boot space which can fit me. I'm kidding. You can fit a couple of me in there. And if you lift this lid at the bottom here, you've even got more space here to put your charging cable, or if you've got like a buggy or some sort of a pushchair, whatever it may be, you can neatly store that away, or have that to store some other essential items and then put the buggy there. So that's everything from a practicality point of view. Let's get behind the wheel, drive it, and tell you all of the sort of technology you get in the entertainment system, and why I think it's absolutely great to buy one of these Teslas. This is a very nice bit of detail. You've got this carbon lip to the rear bonnet. I think looks great. Teslas can be extremely basic in terms of spec. This has the electric seats, makes it extremely easy to get in and out of the vehicle, because they're also memory, so you can kind of store the memory settings. This also has the full-on navigation system, the autopilot connectivity, and you've got adaptive cruise control at the same time, in case you do not want to be using the autopilot mode. Now the screen here in the center is split into two. So on the right side, this is where you see the car, the sensors switching on or off, when you actually see people drive up to you, or you get close to objects, etc. So a very good visual illustration of what's going on. If I was to signal, that passenger side front camera gives me a view to the rear of the vehicle. Extremely handy. One thing I must say about electric cars is they are so comfortable. I mean, whatever they've done on the suspension side of it makes a road like this feel as if you are flying, sitting in your sofa. So this is credit to Tesla for manufacturing something as excellent as this. Additionally, what makes Tesla so amazing is, one, their build quality. Personally, I think is so superior when you compare it to other manufacturers. And secondly, the values in terms of the kind of price you get a Tesla at is also fantastic in comparison to some of the other manufacturers that sell electric vehicles. But above all, they've been sort of market leaders, and they're supercharging in terms of the infrastructure, or when your battery goes low, is also incredible. And in terms of getting your battery from like 20% to 80% via supercharging, it only takes 24 to 30 minutes to make that happen. This has, on the books, 320 miles worth of range. It's always advised to charge it to 80% as opposed to the full 100%, just to kind of maintain and sustain the battery from a long-term point of view. And 80% will comfortably get you to 225 miles worth of range. 225 miles in the real world, you will get 225 miles as long as you've got the settings of your Tesla properly set in terms of you go into that mode, pedal, steering, make sure that the steering is in standard, the acceleration is chilled, and in terms of the stopping mode, I think it's important to have it, personally, in my opinion, in hold mode, because that means you're not working the brakes and you're using the regenerative braking system energy to kind of stop. So extremely handy. Performance wise, this is just having it in the chill mode. If I was to just put my foot down, it just goes, and this is in the chill mode. I mean, I can't be mentioning the speed I'm doing right now. You could kind of see it in the screen. I think it's still legal for this sort of a countryside road, but it's difficult for many cars to kind of keep up with the Tesla. In the day-to-day driving that one does, just because the responsiveness that you get from the electric motors, it's absolutely instant. There's practically zero delay. Now, just to kind of recap the performance values of this produces 483 brake horsepower, 360 Newton meters of torque, and the 0 to 62 miles per hour is as low as 3.1 seconds in some estimation. To kind of put that in perspective, this is the kind of performance you will get in a 2015 plate Porsche 911 Turbo. Yes, the top speed on that 911 turbo might be higher than this, but it's all about the kind of day-to-day driving that one does on a Tesla, you know, just getting out a little bit quickly in a junction, or, you know, just sitting comfortably, you know, in traffic on a motorway. And I think all of this makes it all very brilliant. I need to put the stopping mode back into the hold mode. And as you can read, it says maximizes range by extending regenerative braking to lower speeds and automatically blends in brakes to hold the vehicle at a stop speed. And just a couple of the other you know, upgrades, I've already mentioned them. You get the comprehensive autopilot, the full self driving computer system. This is overall, at the moment, it's done 25,835 miles. You've got all the, you know, navigation connectivity here, and practically all the settings that are here available on the screen can also be made available on your mobile phone. As long as you download the Tesla app, it will take care of everything you want it to take care of up here. You just saw that car pass by me, and automatically it started to kind of give me red alerts there. This also has the auto beam assist. The screen will, you know, auto bright, the wipers, I mean, you name it. It has a lot of technology. Additionally, you've got your mobile Bluetooth connectivity, both for music, telephone calls. You've got Spotify, you can watch Netflix, YouTube, whatever it may be. All of it is possible here. And one thing that's very impressive about the Tesla is also the sound system. And just to kind of illustrate, I've just played the radio. Don't want this video on YouTube taken down for copyright reasons, but the sound quality is so crisp, clear, and I think it's phenomenal sound quality. You know, it's to be expected. This is a premium luxury car. I think there's so much to cover on Teslas, and one would definitely need to come out to view one, test drive one, and sort of go through that whole experience with us, whether that's from charging it, from using all the technology that's available in a Tesla, or whether that may be just some simple standard questions. You'd also be happy to know that standard from factory, all the Teslas come with a 4-year warranty, as opposed to many manufacturers will provide only a 3-year warranty. So this has the full comprehensive Tesla warranty running until the end of September 2023, and the battery and the motor unit warranty will run to September 2027. So a very long warranty, and it just goes to prove that Tesla really believe in their product, and this is the case right here. So hopefully I've done this video some justice by taking you around a Tesla and just giving you a bit of a peek into what you could expect from such a luxury product. And should you have any further questions, feel free to, you know, contact us. Don't hesitate. And once again, 97% of our viewers on this channel, they're not subscribed. Don't forget to subscribe. And thank you once again for watching the video, because we make money which we donate to a UK registered charity. So it goes a long way in terms of helping people. So once again, thanks, and wishing you a very, very good week ahead. See you in the next video.